Hello, this is the Chapter 2, Section 5 video on optical tools. Mrs. Kim and Mr. Knox are here with me today. You should be following along or already have read this section in the book. It is on pages 65 to 69. One optical tool you'll learn about later in the video is a telescope, and you see the image here was taken from a NASA telescope. After watching this video, you will know how a telescope and a microscope work. There are other optical tools than telescopes and microscopes, such as eyeglasses, cameras, binoculars. All of these optical tools help us to see things. However, for the purposes of this class, we are focusing on telescopes and on microscopes.
Okay, telescopes. Let's look at the prefix tele. It means at a distance, so you're looking at things that are far away. Whether it's a sailor looking for land or an astronomer looking at planets. It uses a combination of lenses or mirrors to collect and focus light from distant objects. A reflecting telescope uses two mirrors, and refracting telescope uses two lenses. Remember, reflect means to bounce, so mirrors bounce the light off, and then lenses make light bend, refract. So here is a reflecting telescope. As you can see, we have not a plane mirror, but a curved mirror. Do you remember from last section what that is? Concave mirrors. So the light from the distance will come in, and it will hit the mirror, and because it's curved, it will come together, and then the secondary mirror will make it bounce up into the eyepiece where you can see. This is a refracting telescope. It makes light bend, so light from the distance comes in through this lens. Do you remember what this type of lens is? Thicker in the middle, convex lens, makes the light rays come together. And then this concave lens will make it spread out a little bit through the eyepiece. Yes, thicker in the middle, just like Mr. Knox.
All right, the last optical tool we're going to be talking about is the microscope. And this is the one we're going to be using in class. This is actually what we call a light microscope because it uses light in order for us to see. Now the word microscope, micro means tiny, so we use a microscope to enlarge tiny objects. So it enables us to see very, very small objects. And how the microscope works is you guys look through an eyepiece, and you put the specimen down here on the stage, and through a series of lenses it increases the magnification of the object. The other word you'll need to know is resolution. Resolution is how clearly, basically the focusing of it, how clearly you guys can see it. So here we have the microscope. It's a typical light microscope, one we're going to be using in class. These are some images of different objects from a microscope. This happens to be an image of a hair follicle. You see the hair follicle down here, and then you got the hair coming on up and through the scalp. This image is taken with a light microscope, and here we have an image of a head lice taken under an electron microscope. We do not have electron microscopes here on campus, but you guys will be using the light microscope for various labs that we're going to be doing in the future. So those are the optical tools that uses light. All right, thank you.